You know, what if a decentralized crypto exchange could actually give you the speed and the smooth user experience of a huge centralized player, like a Binance or a Coinbase? Well, today we're diving into a platform that says they've cracked that exact code, and they're kind of dominating their entire ecosystem in the process. This is the story of Strike Finance. And this is the symbol of their next big chapter, a brand new dragon mascot. It's a pretty clear signal from the team about their ambition, right? They're moving from just being a successful project to building a really powerful, focused global brand.
So, what exactly is Strike Finance? Well, they're making a huge claim to be the #1 on-chain trading platform on the Cardano blockchain. It's a bold statement for sure. And they do it by operating as a DEX, or a decentralized exchange, which is totally key to how their whole system works. And for anyone who might need a quick refresher, a DEX is basically a trading platform that just cuts out the middleman. There's no central company holding onto your funds. You trade directly from your own crypto wallet. This idea is the foundation that Strike Finance is built on.
Now, Strike didn't just pop up at the top overnight, but their climb was incredibly fast. So let's take a look back at their first version, the platform that really ignited their journey from zero to total market dominance.
And this is straight from the source. The team themselves say their original platform is what took them from being a brand new project to grabbing the top spot in both on-chain trading volume and market cap inside the whole Cardano DeFi space. And here it is, the V1 landing page. Pretty simple, super direct, and obviously incredibly effective. That key number, over $1 billion in trading volume, that's not just a vanity metric. No way. That's the firepower that took them from zero to #1. Okay, so that was their rise to the top, but what about where they are right now? Well, this is where the story gets even more compelling. The data doesn't just show that they're a leader, it shows outright dominance. Let's start with just the daily activity. On an average day, Strike Finance is handling about $6 million in trading volume. This isn't just a platform people have heard of, it's a platform traders are actively using, minute by minute. And that's the real test of any exchange, right? Now, let's put that volume into perspective. 6 million a day is impressive, but what's just staggering is that it represents 80% dominance on the entire Cardano network. They aren't just a player in the market, they pretty much are the market. And all that dominance, it translates into direct value for users. The protocol is on track to pay out 3.6 million ADA in rewards to people who stake its native token. That is a massive 250% increase from last year. The crucial point here is that as the platform wins, so do its users. So how in the world do they do it? This slide really shows you the how. They deliver this super high-speed, low-cost trading experience that feels just like you're using a top-tier centralized exchange, a CEX, but you still get all the benefits of a decentralized platform. This user interface? This is the engine behind all those massive numbers. But they are not stopping there. I mean, you'd think after achieving total dominance with V1, they might take a break, right? Nope. The team is now all in on the next chapter, a huge upgrade they're calling V2. And V2 is about way more than just new tech. It's a full-on rebrand. That dragon we saw earlier, it's a signal of their ambition to become a global name, to move way beyond just the Cardano ecosystem. So what does V2 actually bring to the table? It's basically a 4-part upgrade. First, blazing fast speeds, which, as any trader knows, is absolutely crucial. Second, fees that are low enough to compete directly with the big centralized exchanges. Third, new market-making capabilities, which means better liquidity and less price slippage for users. And finally, and this one is a huge step, support for major cryptocurrencies and even traditional stuff like equities. It's bridging the gap between DeFi and traditional finance. And get this isn't some far-off dream on a roadmap. The team is in the final stages of testing right now, with the V2 Mainnet launch scheduled for this February. The next chapter for Strike is right around the corner. So when you put it all together, the market dominance they already have with V1 and this massive ambition of V2, it really raises a fundamental question. What does the success of a platform like this mean for the future of trading itself? And that leaves us with this final thought. For years, the big centralized exchanges had the edge on user experience, on speed, and on cost. But if a decentralized platform like Strike can actually match them on their own turf, while still giving you the security and self-custody of a DEX, what role is even left for the giants of centralized crypto to play in the years to come?